Hello, movie fans. Big Daddy here. It's been a little while. I'm going to give a review of the latest reboot of a classic movie line, and I was not that thrilled about it when I first heard about it, but they rebooted Mad Max. Fury Road is the title of the new one. And crazy as Mel Gibson has turned out to be, I still see him iconically as Mad Max. And I did not have high expectations that anyone else could fill his shoes. I did watch that this Sunday, and I must tell you that I'm glad I went and saw it, because actually the young man who took over the role, Tom Hardy, who stars in this time go around, actually did a pretty decent job, and I think they were very smart to do a Clint Eastwood on the delivery, Schwarzenegger, if you will, a man of few words, less words, more action. So, not that Tom Hardy is not very good verbally. He is. He's a really good actor. But not hearing him talk so much allowed me to get into the physical and suspend Mel's presence. You know, I'm not hearing Mel's voice. And that would have been running on the soundtrack of my mind. And by Hardy, his performance, physically impeccable. So it really reinforced it. George Miller did a great job, the original director, recreating his vision. And with the addition of Charlize Theron, by the way, does a Ripley with her role in this. I mean, she's very, very much the action star here. I love a strong female figure. I've said many, many times, you know, those movies where the girl's running and falling, oh, I can't get up and I can't, you know, she's stuck there and the monster gets her or the bad guy gets her. I can't relate to women like that because I grew up in a household full of strong black women who, you know, if they fell, they'd get up and keep on running or fight. So the idea of that female character that pervades movies generally. I love it when we get those strong female characters. And Charlize Theron, yeah, she was doing it. She was doing it. And to be honest, feminists should be thrilled about this, because all of the female leads, even the ones that I thought at the beginning, these girls that she's running with, the mothers, I thought were going to be, you know, just a drain. They all, pardon the pun, manned up. I mean, they stood up and got counted. Even later on, when they encounter the elderly women, they throw down like gangsters. I mean, very, very strong female role. So I big ups. As far as an action film goes, it was a mechanized battle. They were rumbling from pretty much the beginning of the movie to the end. Like I said, I did want to I made a note of a couple things I wanted to go with. And, you know, here's the thing, too. I like using that phrase that the movie uses, it was a white knuckle ride, because, you know, clearly these knuckles ain't white. However, the spirit of that description actually is pretty true in this movie, because you're clenched the entire time. And, it was a clinch knuckle ride all the way through. Very, very good. It was mechanized combat. I mean, they had some good, you know, throwdowns physically, but it was a battle of the trucks and the motorcycle. It was, it never stopped. It just kept going. It was awesome. I dug it. Like I said, I do want to go back to, again, that Hardy pulls it off best. And I don't know whose idea it was to make him a man of few words, like Clint in the old days, or Schwarzenegger when he's at his best, not friggin' talking. It worked. He said what he needed to say, but he wasn't, no long soliloquies. He was just doing it. Great movie, great summer movie, fantastic summer movie. Maybe the one, we got, it's been three, they've had three blockbusters and they've all pretty much owned up to their own. Fast 7 was awesome. The Avengers I didn't review the Avengers because that, to me, it just didn't make any sense. It was what we thought it was going to be. It was the movie of the summer. It was, it did what that didn't need a review. It was the Avengers movie and everybody went. There was nothing bad to say about it. There was nothing, to say. It was a great ride, which we knew. So I didn't review that. But the three big movies of the summer so far, they've all been, they did what you expected. So far, I'm not mad at anybody. I don't want my money back from anybody. Pretty good day at the theater. I did kind of look down the list, look up the future, and try to get an idea of the blockbusters that may end up in my dudes list, greatest dude movies of all time. See if it can bump something out that I've already got in my 150. So far, so I did make a list of the ones I think, that's coming up this summer. What we have to look forward to, possible contenders, because comedies do count in the dude pantheon too, as we all know. So Mad Max Fury Road is gone. So Ted 2, Terminator Genesis, Ant-Man, Mission Impossible Rogue Nation, The Fantastic Four, The Man from U.N.C.L.E. Yeah, now that I can't wait to see because I grew up with that TV show. Straight Outta Compton, the life story, the story, the bio of NWA. Yeah. Hitman, Agent 47. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon 2. All possible maybes on this dude list. James Got a Gun with Natalie Portman, and Ewan McGregor. So we got a reunion of the Star Wars series in one movie here, and it looks like it's going to be a possible contender for a dude movie. It's kind of like a Western crime thriller. We'll see. Transporter Refueled. Stratham is out and new guys in. I didn't think I'd be interested. I saw the trailer. I'm a little interested. And then that's it for my pick for the contenders for the dudes list this summer. We'll watch them and see if they belong, but these are possible maybes for the rest of the year. Like I said, The Avengers is a flagship of modern movie making now. I mean, really. The review, not necessary. It was the ride we expected it to be. I loved it. Everybody did. Made $1 gazillion. And gazillion, I'm not sure if that's really a word or a real number, but it's making it. Okay. Dudes list. I will be making more videos. More will be coming. They will be coming more frequently. But we're going to get back to our roots of really looking at dude movies and taking them apart. Not so many reviews, more or less conversations about dudetry in film. So, Big Daddy out. Oh, subscribe, buy my book, and check out, keep watching for the next one. It's coming sooner than it normally does. Okay, next week I'll have another one, okay?